Hello, I'd like to welcome you to this presentation about visualization, how to use it, and how you can really achieve any goal. And just to reiterate, that's any goal that you set your mind to using the visualization techniques that you're about to learn. Now, what we're going to cover in this presentation is visualization. What is it? Why we should consciously use it, spiritual effects of visualization, and how to visualize effectively. And I'm also going to end up by teaching you a short and very easy to use but potent visualizing technique that you will be able to apply to your life immediately to start to notice effects and changes within your world. So if we start off with what is visualizing? Now, it is a process that allows you to control your future. It's also an act used in your mind to create a scenario. Now, within your mind, you have unlimited power to construct any future reality in terms of environment you want to live in, emotions, or scenarios that you want to experience. Your mind is an untapped powerhouse, just waiting for you to give it to commands and direction to unleash some of that power that is stored there. Now, your imagination is a great way and an extremely powerful tool that you will be able to use, and everybody can use, to unleash some of that power and to create positive changes in your life, sometimes instantaneously. Now, the good thing with visualization is that we all use visualization techniques every day. It's just that we don't always realize that we're doing so. When we sit down and maybe worry about things that will happen, or we can't pay a bill, or somebody may leave us, or whatever negative situation we can seem to think of within our mind and start to visualize, that is actually visualization taking place. So for people who worry a lot, that's why you'll tend to find that they manifest within their world a lot more things to worry about, because they're constantly picturing within their imagination negative images and negative outcomes. The mind, your subconscious mind and the universe doesn't actually know the difference between whether you want it or whether you don't. It just takes the images that you're projecting as a mold and builds around it to form incidents and scenarios that will take place within your world. So what we need to do is to be able to make positive visualizations, and then we will be able to sit back and notice corresponding positive changes within our life. So if we now know that through imagery we affect our subconscious mind and we affect our world, then the next thing to do would be to concentrate on neutralizing any negative images that we have created and replacing them with positive visualizations of things that we want to attract and to manifest within our life. So, spiritual effects of visualizing. Now, our imagination is not a physical thing. It's not tangible, however, it is very, very real. Now, electricity and gravity are not tangible, again, but they are very real. So it goes to show that there are forces other than what we can sense with our five senses that are present within the universe and even there for us to harness to improve our life. Now, when I say the power of the imagination is unlimited, there's no limit to your imagination. The only limit that is available, or the only limit that there is one that we place on our imagination. Why I say it's unlimited, because we can imagine an unlimited amount of scenarios that within our mind. You know, we can imagine being rich, being poor, being healthy, being sick, being slim, being fat. So many. The list is endless, and all of those have the probability of manifesting within our life if we continue to focus on them. So what we imagine is very real on another plane of existence. So if you were to say imagine yourself being rich, and you continue to imagine yourself being rich, even though you're not currently experiencing that now, and you maybe experience some lack, on another plane of existence, you are actually rich, and there is actually a version of you rich. It's just a case of continually to live on that plane until you're able to bridge the gap between the spiritual plane and the physical plane, and we're going to talk exactly how to do that a little bit later on. So whatever is persistently imagined will become manifest. Now, irrespective of whether you are thinking of something small or whether you are thinking of something big. It makes no difference. Whatever you persistently imagine will become manifest. Okay? Now, your imagination is a very powerful tool for transformation. In fact, I would say it's the most easiest and the most potent tool that you can use to transform your life. Through imagination, we create our reality. Now, everything in the world that you see around us was once imagined within the mind of somebody. So all things start out as images within our imagination. You know, the only issue that people experience is that they keep changing the images within their imagination, and sometimes a lot of time goes by between when they first imagined it to when it appears in the world, that they don't correlate the two actions of imagining the scenario or the manifestation and then the manifestation appearing. So moving on to how to visualize effectively. Now there's some things that you'll need to do in order to visualize effectively, such as be in a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. When you do decide to meditate, you can actually sit or lay down. Now, some people prefer to sit, some people prefer to lay down. There's no right or wrong way. I would say do what is most comfortable for you. The only thing with laying down is sometimes you can become so comfortable you fall asleep. Now, that's not the effect that we want. So if you find that that constantly happens to you, then maybe try sitting up. Now, it's always good to slow your breathing. If you take deep breaths, you'll also be able to control and slow down your mind, because your mind will be thinking numerous things whilst this is going on. But in order to control those thoughts and to slow them down, because you want to reduce the amount of resistance that you're going to get once you start to program these images into your imagination. Now, you want to create in your mind an image of what you want to manifest. So if you want to be healthy, then you need to imagine that you are already healthy. If you want to lose weight, then you need to imagine and see yourself after having lost the weight. Now, this is crucial to the manifestation taking place. Okay, and you also need to be present in the image. What I mean by that is not to see yourself necessarily in the picture, but to be yourself in the picture. So if you wanted to lose a stone, then you would imagine that you were in your new body. And how does it feel in your new body? Is it lighter when you're walking around? Do you find that you get less out of breath when you move? You know, what do you see? How do people respond to you? When they respond to you, how does it make you feel inside? You have to be very present within the image and within the visualization in order to supercharge the visualization and make it manifest a lot quicker. And as I've already said, look upon the scenario as already happened. So we're going into the future by doing this, and we're looking back saying, okay, I've already lost the weight, you know, and this is what it feels like. I've already going around, I've bought new clothes, and these are the new clothes that I'm wearing. These are the comments that people have said to me. This is how I've been received. You know, don't look at it as, oh, I've got to lose the weight and got to go to the gym and and form a diet plan. No. Don't do that. Look upon it as already been done, and how did you feel now it has been done? Okay, and to round us up, I'm going to give you this potent technique that I have actually made out myself from studying visualization techniques over the last 10 years. And I found that this technique itself has helped me and is an extremely potent one, as you yourself will find as and when you start using it. So for this exercise, we're going to need to sit down in a quiet place. Now, what I want you to do is to take 3 deep breaths. So you can take them now. Hold it, and breathe out. And now the second breath, breathe in. Hold it, and breathe out. And now the third and final breath, and the longest breath, breathe in. Hold it, and breathe out. Now what I want you to do is to imagine a white beam running from the base of your spine all the way up coming out of your head and going straight into the universe. Now, I'm not going to be able to go into how this works, but this is an extremely powerful method for connecting to the universe to make your manifestations happen a lot quicker. It's not a compulsory that you do this, but if you do, you will see the benefits. Now I want you to create the scenario of whatever it is you want to manifest, whether it's wealth, health, a new house, a holiday. Create in your mind the perfect picture of how it will be. If it was a holiday, see yourself on the beach, walking along the beach. Feel the sand under your feet. Feel the sun beating down on you. Feel how your clothes feel against your skin. Are you happy? If so, how does that feel? Can you smell anything? Now just take a few moments to enjoy this scene. And then when you're ready, just let the pictures slowly fade from your imagination and see them as in fading up, up, up and out into the universe. Send off your manifestations into the universe. And this will conclude the visualization technique that I have designed for this short presentation. Now, what you also need to do is to persist until you see results. Now, many people don't get the results they want because you keep changing the image that you're projecting. Today you want a holiday, tomorrow you want a car, and the next week you want money. I would say, whilst you can get all of those things, it's much better to persist with the same image until you see that result manifest. You know, there is a saying that says, I will not let you go until you bless me. So do not let the image go until you feel that you have been blessed by that image. And then as and when that happens, then move on to the next thing. Now, the duration of time purely depends upon the level of concentration and feeling that you can generate within your image. Now, I thank you very much for listening in to the whole of this presentation, and I hope that you apply this visualization technique. I'm very interested to hear what comments you have, so if you could leave a comment at the bottom and also subscribe to the channel so you can look forward to up and coming videos that I'll be releasing in relation to spiritual wealth and spiritual mastery.